Aloha, great job today. One of the things that we can keep going on is the spider exercises. You said you're doing those are wonderful. Another great thing to do that really helps us to memorize what the notes and the chords and the fingerings are for a particular key are our teeter-totters, but you don't necessarily have to do teeter-totters to the same chord, like learning how to play C major and a bunch of different fingerings. When you go to the D minor, you can play like this, or like this, or like this. The idea is you can find out which fingers you want to use, which is the most comfortable. If I see stuff like this, like we saw, sometimes this is a little harder to do than maybe doing this, but it's all perspective, you know? Who am I to judge? Everybody has a different way of doing things here. So one of the cool ways we can do that is pick one way that we really enjoy, like the C major, and then go to a version of the D minor that you know, and try and go back and forth between the two chords. So you would be going from like the C major, then you go to the D minor, over and over again. Next time try with two downstrokes. Down, 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 down. So kind of like two birds and one stone. You're practicing different rhythms and going back and forth between two chords. After you get tired of doing the same ones, you can try doing all downstrokes or do down, up, down, up. Tired of doing D minor and C, try E minor and D minor. You can revert back and notice how I'm doing the double, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and if I interacted with it, I would get the eighth notes, right? And if I did it double time, I would have 16 notes. But the idea is, you don't have to go that fast. Just work on the quarters and the eighth notes. Eventually, you will get the 16ths. And frankly, if you play like your quarter notes slower, and you move between, let's say, like F major and G major, you can get really good at doing your slow quarters. When you get your eighth notes going on, a little easier. And then 16th notes don't seem so terribly hard, do they? So go back and forth between F major, G major, maybe an A minor, G major, A minor, G major. You can do it with different fingerings. That also helps. And then B diminished and A, B diminished, A, B diminished, A. There are two really cool things that we learned today. One, if we know C is for C major, D is for D minor, E is for E minor, F is for F major, G is for G major, A is for A minor, and then B is for B diminished. We have all 7 tones for our C major scale. Pretty cool. When we play these tones, you can play them in order or out of order, but it's good to get to know. All these notes, basically, when you play around with them, they become melodies, and there is something pretty cool about knowing all the notes in each key. So to be able to get there, some of the concepts we learn are how to play other chords that are from the key, which explains what the notes are. When you play C and then you play an F over the top of it, you're playing the 4th of the key, C, D, E, F. When you do that, it makes it feel like the chord is suspended above your head, and then when you let go of it, it feels like it resolves and comes back to you. There's really no other way to say it than every key has it. We find the 4th, and then we play the chord with that 4th in it, and we do the resolution. That is exactly how we play suspending chords back to the root form. So try the C, add the F, see how that feels. When we play the G and we add the C, you can either squish it with one finger or use your pinky. We'll do a review on this, but if you have 5 minutes, pick a chord that you know, let's say like the D major, and count D, E, F, G. When you play the D and you put the G note, the G from the G major, it's right here, and you play the D, you get D sus. We will do a review. Don't worry about it if you don't remember all these. We're going to do it when we see you next time. And then the last thing I want to do is tell you the difference between a major seventh and a minor seventh. That aforementioned scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. B is the seventh. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Major 7, minor 7. When we play a C major, we have already a C, E, and a G without even playing this top C, as there are 2 C notes. When we flatten the C down to a B, a half step down, we have the major 7th. This is called a C major 7. When we flatten that again, we get a C dominant 7 or a C7. Every chord does this. 1, 2, 3. That's C major. D major 7, D7. E major 7, E minor 7 or E dominant 7. F major 7, F dominant 7. G major 7, G7, G dominant 7. A major 7, A7. B major 7, B7. These are all chords that you could learn this week. Have fun with playing, and we'll do a quick review next week. It was really good seeing you this week. I hope everything's awesome possum, and I would love to help you write music when the time is available and appropriate. Till then, we'll see you next week. Hello.